It's on. Good evening. Wait a minute. Yes, the audio is working. I see it working. It's the Moosejaw Hour Friday edition. And I'm tired. I'm sorry I haven't been around in a while, but it's been kind of trying times with the 2 weeks ago till summer, and the local little savages are running amok. One school near us made the news nationally, not for good reasons, but here we are, the Moosejaw Hour. Why not? It's Friday. It is Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday, and I thought let's get online and do something here. I'm gonna work on this optic, and then get it ready for tomorrow. I mean, the optic's ready, but on this body there. So, hello, Copper State RC. You can hear me. I hope. Looks like my microphone's going. I had it all disconnected. Had to take apart my studio stuff and set up Mrs. for her stuff, and she was done with her stuff, and now the studio is back together. So tap that like, or one person here. If you could, Copper, can you do me a favor and tap that like? We'll see if other people join. Anyways, welcome to Moosejaw Hour. What we're gonna work on today is I haven't really gotten a chance to do anything, but we are gonna try to put this Night Customs buggy body together. Hello, Alar. Good morning. Good. Oh, good time. Time for your live. Yeah, it's a. I'll just explain again. I've been really, really, really busy. We got 2 more weeks of school left. 196 students, and trying to get 12 of them to get some stuff done before we're done, and all the other stuff that we have to do as teachers to finish up the year. All the emails, giving some parents blueprints to a time machine to go back in time and how to help their little Johnny or Susie finish some things up sooner than later. I'm here, and I decided to get online anyway because I got, as I was telling Copper here, um, I had to disassemble my studio here for Mrs. and she had to use it for a certain thing that she was doing. She's done with it, so now we'll put it back here. But now she wants her own studio in her own room, so we might set that up for her. And this little space here, well, I have a workspace too, which I'm gonna incorporate too here soon with some new videos and so forth. But my space here, I have this little area for you folks. Right next to me, right in front of me, is my race simulator, and I'm hoping to get on that with a YouTube channel, just race simulate. And then I have the space with this desk of the missus, but we're gonna take that out, and I'm gonna set up a podcast for me and my coworker where we can rant and rage about other things that we try not to rant and rage about here. So here we are. That's what we do. Hello, Paul. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Audio is good. Everyone smash that like button. Get your friends in here. Yeah, tell them to come on board. Let's tinker away, shall we? Let's tinker away. So, gosh, what's new? Like I said, I've been so busy I can't even. I don't even know what's been going on. I know there's. Well, I mean, let's see. I got my wish list going, so I do have some. I don't know. I have some mail call here that I could do, but also working on some videos. I'm trying to think of want to produce some more videos and getting them out. And what's a fast way and a good way and fun way, and maybe I don't know useful. We'll see if they are. And I'm thinking a new series of finish what you started. Meaning, I'll have one thing, one car, and I'll make a video on getting it done. and pushing it up, and videos of that, and then with a little running too. So I have one RC. I'm waiting for some equipment on that so that I can prop up my camera right here and just show my hands and things like that. So we got ideas here. Good ideas. It's getting warm, really warm. It was 97 degrees today. Crazy hot. And I don't like the heat. I don't like the heat. Even though it's nice and cool in here. That's why I moved in here, because my studio was in this garage that oof, little garage workroom that gets pretty hot in there. So well, it's sunny morning here. Got the weather report for Estonia. Don't know how long I'll be here, finish work. Now time to pick up kids and go to second house and do some more work. Adulting is fun. Isn't it though? Is it? Is it really? I don't mind adulting. I'm really trying to inspire the 12th graders who are going to be adults in 2 weeks. And I really wish them luck. There's a lot of things that not too happy about. I would not want to be graduating high school right now with all the blue blah stuff out there. Tell you the truth. So, but we shall see. Hopefully they do well. All right. So let's see let's show you what we got here. Let's get the other camera on, overhead camera, and here we got the optic. It's looking good in this silk red. We got the Jolt. I did get these stickers on decals, stickers on I think it was Etsy. And they're a little thicker, and they're vinyl. That's nice. They're good quality stickers. But I think with the 3D printing, they didn't stick too well. So I had to use some of this, what I have, plastic weld. And it's glue, all right? But it also has a brush, thin, and I applied it on there and just hold it down. And that seems to be working. I don't know how it's going to handle in the heat, but it should be okay. Yeah, and that's it. The only other thing is there's this gap here. Well, this piece on both sides kind of tin out, and I don't know if I'm gonna try to drill a little hole and zip time, hold that down a little bit, or do I shoe glue it? Because it's just a little bit. Maybe I loosen this a little bit, see if that relieves it a little bit. See. Plus, I still got more hardware to put here, and I don't have the cross pieces because this is a over back servo, a rear servo. So I have space back there for a rear servo. So it turned out really well. I like this. I like it a lot. Some friends of mine are like, you don't have engines in the back. Yeah, well, this does. So there you go. But we're gonna get that done here soon. We're gonna put that away. Before we begin, I don't know. Let's do some mail calls, shall we? Let's go back to the main camera before we start painting this sucker, painting this interior. Even though we got some supports to peel off too, so the noise might get annoying. Hello, tool time. Hello, recovering at home from a after cerebral stroke after 6 days in the hospital. Glad for the live. Hey, tool time, please. Hope you're doing well. I that's always a fear when we get older, isn't it? I had what's that called? The Bell's palsy type of thing, which is nothing compared to what you gone through. I mean, my parrot, but it was kind of scary a little bit. So, but I'm okay now, I think. What the hell, Joe? I know, Phoenix. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll call you next time. I'll let you know. I'm thinking, Phoenix, I need to get you with the studio so that's the Moosejaw Phoenix Hour. All right, because who wants to listen to me? I'm the old guy in the mod chat of Harley Designs and Scale Builders Guild. I'm the old guy. But we won't mention all that stuff because I'm old. Anyways, let's go back to mail call. So one simple mail call. Like I said, I'm going to start some video producing here on and I don't know exactly what I'm going to call it. I think finish what you started or finish it already. Try to focus on projects that are in close proximity of being done and make a video of finishing them and so forth. So the first thing I need to do, and I won't do a spoiler. It's not gonna be a crawler. It's gonna be a Tamiya just to start with, and see how we go from there, and then we'll go into other things. But I have a Tamiya, and I realize I don't have a servo for it or a receiver. And I found my old Vanquish pulled out, ready to run servo. I'm like, sweet, I'm gonna put that in there because to me, I don't know. Do you really need a fast servo? I don't think so. And so we'll put that in there. And even though that's probably one of the top ready to run servos, so it should do just fine in that. And then I got myself a receiver. All right. This is what I get for my, and I don't know how it came loose in there, but anyways, got this through the A main, and this is a servo I usually get for my 4PLS Futaba, and I'm halfway there with the models. That particular old model can hold 40 RC cars, and I'm at 20 now. This would be 21, I think. So we got that. Can't get enough of these. And one day I'm going to switch to the other ones so I can get rid of all the drawer of ready to run radios. How many ready to run radios do you have just sitting there looking pretty? So we got that for our first video when we get that going. The big thing I got, this thing's exciting, and I got it on Memorial Day sale. So hopefully you guys took advantage, found some stuff. But I found the Mitrix RC optic light kit, and it has a 3D. Well, it actually has like a pretty much molded chrome. That looks new. Headlights that should go in there. Because if the picture's right, it fits right behind there. I might have to switch to the old grill, and that's fine because I'd rather have lights. And it'll have rock lights. It will have the KOH, King Hammer. Yeah, KOH. What was I thinking? Something else. Um, King of Hammers, rear lights from the cab and everything. And let's see, HB lighting controller, custom one headlight assembly, taillight bar, two pair of attack spotlights, two-way LED splitter, screw tops, and so forth. I think that oil is right there. Yeah, it looks like it. And with that, you spend a little bit more money, and you could get a Mitric RC Whippet, a little whip. And we got pink. Because why not? I'm man enough to, you know, to crawl with a pink light. These were under $100. Regularly, I think they're 135. So it was a good deal on Memorial Day. Our next holiday, and where they might have a sale, probably 4th of July, I would think. I don't know if there's any holidays coming up until then, but I grabbed those from Memorial Day, and that's gonna go in my optic. And I think I'm not too worried about this until Proline by the Fire. I'll have at least I have it, and I got a good deal, and they're pretty good quality. There's pretty good stuff. I have them for my CJ7 behind me, and it's pretty cool. They light up pretty well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I remember James Knight had one of these whips on his, and man, it could blind you just by itself. But the little rock lights, they don't call them rock lights. They're two pair attack spotlights, which I think they're okay. And they go on the rear, if I'm not two pairs. So we have front and back. Spotlights, two-way lead, yeah. Tail light bar, yep. And then headlight assembly. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. $95. So if you want to get some for your optic, wait till I want to keep an eye on their Instagram. They're pretty good. And then I would think 4th of July, they'll probably have another sale at that point. So we got those, but we're not going to put those in just yet. What we're going to focus on is some comments here. I'll just spout obscenities and dirty jokes. Hey, Phoenix, whatever gets the YouTubes, right? I'm not a fan of lights on Mountain RC cars. Too much wiring. Yeah, and I'm hoping and thinking their wire management distance, how much they actually give you. They give you a little more, but not too much. That it actually works pretty good. And the thing with the optic, I think I might have to get more of the cage pieces, the left and right side from Vanquish because I've unscrewed, taken apart that so many times and they're thread screws, and they're not quite as tight as they should be on day one, right? So I think I might get that as well, and then finally leave it alone. The thing about that optic is that I mean, I even saw today Cliff McCraw got some of the steering links that are anodized from I forget. I think they're on Etsy or on eBay. I mean, there's always more and more and more coming out for this truck, and it's really amazing. And it's like one day I'm gonna be done with it, and that's when that probably the second episode of Finish It Already will come out, and I'll get that done. I hope. I hope I get it done. But we'll see that. Um, hello, Toby. What's up, Joe? How's it going? Yeah. Oh, by the way, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Cheers to you. We got the Nectar of God's Arizona iced tea. Right. Might have a beer later. Who knows? Who knows? I understand the thing about the lights, though. There. I mean, it could be a hassle. I've been lucky though. I've never had like dangling wire hit a rotating part within. So yeah, and it's amazing how complicated. I mean, they have controllers. They sell you the controllers. Um, excuse me. My Trick RC. They sell you the controller, so it could be hooked up on the radio to turn on or off. Honestly, I just plug them in. I don't care if it's daylight or not. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that run with their headlights on. So that's what we have. So we'll look. I don't know. I just want to make sure when I go to an event that I have one truck that lights up like a stadium. And I only say that because well, I had that mantra before, but this last Pro Light by the Fire when I got to go crawling with James and we went on the Reckless Crew trail. That was fun. That was fun. It was so much fun, and it's just nice to one see where you're going too. We did the other trail too. We had a tarantula by us. That was a little tarantula. That's a big nope, but we have that. Oh boy. Um, this says there's 10 people, but only 7 likes. Yeah, let's hit that like button, folks. I mean, there's 11 viewers here. Come on, do me a favor, huh? Do me a solid. Andy, aka Cliff McCall, was just talking about you and those steering links, the anodized steering links. So check out Cliff McCall, and I think he left a link to where you can find them if you want to really jazz up your optic even more. Gigabyte, good evening, Gigabyte. Good to see you, sir. Hasn't been a while, man. I've seen you. Thank you, Joe, for the entertainment. Time to head out. Keep going. Happy weekend for everyone. Alar, happy weekend, and we'll see you on the next time. All right. Have a good one. So, what are we doing for right now? Let's get on the overhead cam. So, like I said, I have the interior printed, but I forgot I didn't take off the support, so I'm going to make some ugly noises here in a moment. But I think my microphone's far enough from that. And then maybe we'll get into painting this. The original idea of this optic is that I was going to do it up Moosejaw style and then make it available for sale. So we're going to do that. I am not going to put a servo in this time. Only because, but the option's there at least. Yeah, I think, yeah, even inside there. So it could be operational. I think, or maybe I printed the non-operational, and we'll have to see. And I might, if it does sell, I'll print this up again, but with the optional parts and let that person decide how to paint it up and all that. But we might make this up for sale. I'm not 100% sure yet. And I do like that silk red. I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. Who would not want that? It would go great with my shiny red tanks wheels that I have from Vanquish. Um, so yeah, we have that. So here we go. We're gonna pluck away. I know this is so exciting. If you're not entertained by this, I don't know what else I can do, you know? I could dance and all that. So yeah, I haven't really been even able to do anything RC wise, and I want to. I think now that we got through Memorial Day and being in the profession that I'm in, it's kind of relief, you know, like I said today. Well, if you haven't seen the news, Reno High made the news for not good reason. Kids did some very stupid things. That's the Wild West one for you. And then my students, they're having something called prank day or prank. They're gonna do a prank on teachers. I don't know what. And I said, you know, you guys are adult age and will be charged as an adult. So I'm trying to scare them. Plus, I said, just leave me out. All right. I don't. I want to have to deal with that. I already got the number one salute from a student today, who shall name nameless, but you might see him in the news a couple years from now. Am I a little cynical towards the end of the year? Yes, everybody's cynical towards the end of the year. We're tired. All us teachers are tired. And we're all getting ready for next year too, believe it or not. So anyways, this print is pretty cool. Again, I subscribe to Night Customs, meaning I can print his stuff. And you can look up on his website, there's a map of people who provide this service, and you can hit him up. So far, I think people kind of listen to me. I don't really push it out there that I do this. I will, you know, somebody contacts me and all that, but and I bought supplies. Bunch of um, I got a bunch of filaments in the mail, especially this matte white. So I could do that, but I always recommend go to the map and see who's close to you. And I know some people are pre-printing and putting on Etsy and eBay's. So me, I do it by order. And I kind of keep it simple. I just say, okay, you want this? Okay, I'm going to print them all for you. And there you go. You get them all and you get this side. Next event I'm going to go to. Good question. I'm painting a body for ledge stock in New Hampshire, and that's in August. I don't know. I would like to go to that just because let's get some clam chowder or maple syrup or whatever and venture around, of course. Um, I think Farm Fest is happening, but I think I'm out of town for that. Um, the Goon Squad, a local crawling group, they're going to this place. I believe it's off Highway 88 tomorrow morning, called the Potholes, and it's along a river and slate rounded rock. I mean, just huge rock, and it looks cool. And I think I've camped out there before, so you might go to that in the morning. But other than event wise, definitely crawling by the fire. Um, yeah, I don't know. I have to see. You know, and they're gonna be pushing comps soon, but you know, I've come to terms with that. I'm not much of a comp guy. I love my comp truck, and I'll probably keep it, and I'll probably use it here and there, but I don't know. Just not quite that competitive. They're fun, but not my jam, baby. Not my jam. What's the next event you're going to there, Jake? And then I don't know. Well, there's gonna be a lot of travel. So you know that whole thing with the kids, like where's Stanley? They draw this little paper doll guy and take pictures of their summer where they've been. Well, I'll probably do that with my optic again. There's plans to go to Moab, southeast Utah. There's ideas of going up Colorado again. maybe venture into Wyoming a little bit because I would like to see Devil's Tower, Fort Laramie, all that. Laramie, Montana, Yellowstone, dip up to Canada, eh? Go to Lake Louise. I haven't been there in a long time, about 25 years, 24 years, almost 25. Get some poutine, some beer, check out the Rocky Mountains, and then back down into Spokane. And probably, of course, maybe I'll see Andy at Post Falls again in August. That's the plan. How much of that we actually do, I don't know. Mrs. wants to go up the coast, which I'm always up for too. Why not? And yeah, we're just gonna venture around. Anybody going anywhere this summer for fun? And then part of me wants to go see Phoenix in Arizona. And also, I think I would love to go see Reefs RC there and Corona Del Mar. So, and I can do that any weekend I want. So I might do that too. Maybe Phoenix, we can meet up in Corona Del Mar. Oh, we'll pop. Proline, but I would like to go to Halloween Hall and Crawl. It's also in October. That sounds kind of interesting and fun. Where's that at? Yeah. So, heck yeah. Yes. Heck yeah. I'm looking forward to getting to Spokane again anyway. Post and the spot that Andy and I know of, if you follow Cliff and Crawl, you know you've seen this crawling location. It's really nice. It's a disc golf area there, Post Falls. But it's good crawling. And seeing that river rage, if you want to cool off, dunk your head, or I don't know about I wouldn't say get in the water, especially when it's raging, but maybe get a bucket or something, douse your head. It can get kind of hot there, but it's such a great spot. Such a great spot. If you come down to Reefs, hit me up. You got it. And I mentioned on his live stream, like, hey, I'm thinking about this anytime. So yeah. How far is he from Corona Del Mar? That spot that right along the ocean. Um, Arkansas. Holland Falls in Arkansas. That sounds kind of. Oh, I would love to go to Arkansas. I swim there sometimes. I would swim there too, but not when it's raging. Because man, that water is impressive. When it's a moving, it is a moving. You'll be in Spokane in no time. You'll be at Anthony's restaurant, downtown Spokane, probably 10 minutes, 8 minutes time. I bet it take me 8 minutes. We're raging. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I love that area. We're thinking timeline wise there of relocating there, Andy, probably 2 more years. And then we'll make a break for it. Especially if the housing market goes up here so I can sell this place. It's all about money sometimes. But I don't know. Reef's about an hour so. Oh, okay. That's nothing. We'll hit the In-N-Out burger. I look forward to that. Plus, Reef's is pretty cool. Reef's people are cool, plain and simple, and great products. Saw somebody on Facebook said they burned out a Reef's. I'm like, really? How the hell did you do that? I haven't seen that, but he did take a picture near water, so I have thoughts on that. Yeah, sure. Anyways, this is the fun part of 3D printing, and you do have to take your time. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner, and we could get the painting right away, but we'll get to it. And I gotta print. So see, there's more layer right there. It's all about layers. It's like an onion. There you go. That's nice. There. What was I saying? I got stuck on the trip. Anyways, printing. This is PLA, but I think because it's under a roof, the top roof, it should be fine in direct sunlight. Or don't let it. I think with PLA, the only thing you're really worried about is having it sit directly in the sunlight. Like if you were gonna lay it down during a concourse. Yeah, don't do that. Here we go. These are pulling out. Boy, the tree. So I accidentally somehow on the supports did the tree type stuff here or the broccoli. Pick your vegetation, whatever you want to call it, and it does come out pretty nice, especially in these nooks and crannies, because that's the hard part. There's some strings here, but nobody's gonna see that. And like I said, this is ready for a servo. Servo there, servo. So this is all operational. I did print the operational one. So I don't know. Maybe at the last minute I will do servos. Who knows? It's just gonna cost that person a little bit more money. You get what you pay for. But yeah, it's gonna be good. And what I'm gonna, since I got the Coca-Cola thing going, we're gonna keep the driving suit basically white. I might just use this white and put a flat clear on it. Maybe a red racing stripe and some sponsor patches, decals on the race suit, and then everything else. I don't know, probably black, and I'll color the seats red. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe a darker red, or maybe yellow. I don't know. We'll play with the Jolt colors and put that in there. Okay, Phoenix is back. Did you get permission to leave? I didn't remember. I didn't remember giving you permission there, Phoenix. Ah, boy. So yeah, I got into it with a wonderful human being today. Little, how would it be, 15-year-old, 16? He said a few choice words to me. And I'm not one of those teachers that goes, just stop. I said, okay, you want to engage? All right, here we go. Let's engage. So I said something. I don't know what I said. And he laughs, which really gets me even more. And then he's looking out the door. I said something else to him. I don't know what, but something tame. He just looked at me, he smiled, and he gave me the one finger salute. But he was so, I'll say it, so chicken. Because he goes, the door closing. He's like, he's not even doing a full finger. He just does this. If you're going to flip off a teacher, own it. I'll probably have more respect for that. I said, hear me vent. See, I'm venting now. See, that's why I went live. I wasn't decent. Anyways, he's a fine, outstanding human being who I probably won't see for 3 days. So maybe longer because I think he did something else today too. But like I said, it was a busy day. Kids, don't vape. Okay? Especially in a bathroom that has a vape detector. You think they would know that by now? I mean, it is the last 2 weeks of school. Are they just figuring that out? I have to say, our sheriff, he doesn't mess around either. He's fair, but he's old school. I like him. They even they sent one for my friend because apparently he has a court order and he has some behavior issues. Good times, good times. 2 more years, maybe we'll retire, or maybe we'll find some other clients. I flipped off the principal. Did you now? And you lived. Did you die? Oh, you lived. Sometimes I'll say it, sometimes you know, think about being a teacher. You play good cop and bad cop, and you find out what works. You start off as good cop. You just don't jump the shark and go right to bad rock. You know, unless you haven't had your coffee, then I think it's okay. All right, we got that. I think we're good. Clean this up a little bit right here. Like I said, those trees came off really easy. I probably could have gone faster if I wasn't talking. So what would you do? If you were to order or print this up, would you go for the full servos, turning the steering wheel, turning the gear shift, moving this gear shift, and what else goes? There's three of them. Steering wheel, oh, the head of the driver. Would you do that, or are you guys just afraid of something breaking or wiring? I know, I can understand that part. It's not the philo rods. We don't need actual rod. We need this. Would you do that? He was a jerk. He was real nice when I got back from basic with the arm. Well, that's the thing. It's good to see some of the clients later on, grown up. I had one from my first year, 2005, and that was Fallon, Nevada, right? Nowhere, Nevada. And one of my first year students, and she didn't like me because I didn't approve her behavior and character to be on the cheerleading squad. They had to fill out a thing, and I was just honest, like, no, she's really nice. you know, she's a Brittany and thinks she's special. And I saw her years later. So that was 2005, 2006. And I saw her 2014 in Sacramento, right down the street at a bank from my house. I'm like, what the heck are you doing here? And I saw her, I recognized her, and didn't say anything. She's got my license. She goes, oh crap, I know you. You're my junior high school teacher. Oh my gosh. And I was such a brat. And I'm like, yeah, you were. Good to see you though. And she was training for the job. I don't know if she stayed there. I don't know. Hope she did. And you see, I mean, like, you laugh. I can laugh at myself. Everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes the heat of the moment. There we go. But then I will say, folks, class of 2025 looks pretty good though. I'm really happy with the school year. It's been a while when you could just count the number of problem students on one hand, and I'm not making it up. Pretty true. So there might be a chance. Ow. And just hold it down the job. Great. So anyway, so we have that. We're at 9:09. What time did I start? I was 8:30, so I got 24 minutes. We got that. We could start a little bit. What we're gonna do is we are gonna hand paint it. I know that sounds really weird. Let's skip the other parts too. There's more to this than just this. We'll see that next year. I'm not gonna worry about that for a while. There's the arm. We'll take a vote on that. Should we have Josh drive or Matt drive? I haven't done a Josh yet. And with the headphones. Well, who's that? Do I have two Matts? Oh my gosh, I have two Matts. I haven't done a dual driver technique. Love that. This is the best printed part. The shift, the brake handle shift. It looks so good. And I know Harley Designs has that new fancy CNC machine. That's cool. This, that. We have another one of these. Cool. I don't know why I printed two. More engines. I'm not sure why print up a fake power button for the Fusion. Let's see. We got the other arm. That's good. We've got Dan. We could go with Dan if we want. Who should we have drive? That's the other motor part. Motor part. Might need that. Might not. And that's about it. That's everything. Oh, no, we got that. And whip. Totally organized. This is how I do a paint project. I get an old top of a box, and then I go to town. I think that's it. Is that it? I got that on the motor. All right. So we got a. So who we should let's just see if I can do a poll for all 11. We'll do a poll. Let's see a widget poll. I think there's a poll here. Video, audio, widgets, image, Instaplay, tip. No, no tips. Where's the poll? Poll. All right. Let your viewers vote on a result. Add source. Poll. Let's see. Please enter the name of the source. All right. Whose head? Whose head shall it be? Question mark. All right. And I've never done this before. So option one. Option one. Let's see. Can I edit that? Manage poll? Yeah, manage poll. Wow. It doesn't really let me. I don't know. I can't edit it. Font, bar setting, source, show, close poll, fade time. See, you guys are gonna leave comments before I figure it out, right? All right, so we'll do it this way. We'll say option one will be Dan. Option two will be Matt. Option three will be Josh. All right, and we'll say done. I think. All right, is that it? I don't know. I don't think it worked. No. That's weird. I think it'd be literally. I know Josh did this. He should be on secondary background. Da. I can't edit it. So we're just gonna end it. Can I end the poll? I'll just end it. I'll just delete it. That was fun, wasn't it? We'll trash that. Alright. So 1, Dan, 2, Matt, 3, Josh, as our main driver for this. Which one do you think will sell the most or make it more enticing to put on a Moosejaw? How's that? Didn't show up here. Yeah, and it wouldn't even give me the options to put the options. So I'll have to YouTube that, so forth. So let's get a paintbrush, which I have here, and I'm going to do this one. We're going to do some of the black first. I stand by my statement. What did you say? Let's see. Hey, just chiming in. Have Josh drive, otherwise you'll have to install another servo to operate Josh's mouth like Howdy Doody. Screaming at Matt's driving decisions. Oh, RC performance. You have the comment of the night. I wish I'd highlight. Can I highlight that? No. See, this was Streamlabs. I can't quite do that stuff. If I was on my StreamYard, I could. I'm gonna repeat that one again. That is amazing, Sammy. Hey, just chiming in. Have Josh drive, otherwise you'll have to install another servo to operate Josh's mouth like Howdy Doody, screaming at Matt's driving decisions. Mo, Larry, and Curly. That's pretty stiff. Oh my goodness. That's a radiator and reservoir tank. Is that? It looks no. Is it? Is it really? If it is, fine, fine. Even though you could put it fits the power button. Trough drives Matt has a blindfold on. We could put a blindfold on. That'd be funny as hell, wouldn't it? I could do that. That's easy. Um, Daniel, listen, I gotta go back up. You guys, okay, family stuff. I flipped off the principal, blah blah blah. Well, when you only let four survive the year, right? Um, see, I learned to spell from a dyslexic cycle. I had a college professor, and she was really good in English, in English class, but she had the hardest time spelling, and she admitted it too. She was very open. Maybe it was something like that. Who knows? Um, let's see. We'll be gentle. Didn't show up here. Muller, as I stand by my statement. Hey, Tool, Phoenix, Dan. And we see, goddamn, we got Dan, Dan, and Dan. All right. And that's four for Dan. All right. Dan is Dan Wilson, former shipping guy and now more shipping supervisor and does other stuff at the shop now at Vanquish. Anyway, nice guy. Driver blindfolded passenger. Yes, we will blindfold. I keep reading the same thing. All right, so we're gonna just grab some paint here, and I think I checked it pretty good enough. We're gonna be careful. Put that out of the way. We got one Josh, four Dans, five Dans. I think we're seeing the trend here. Now, usually paint with a brush is not ideal. And I'm okay with it right now because I think one, I have to put this first layer with the acrylic on and it'll stick. I don't think I've had issues of it not sticking. It kind of doesn't at first, and maybe it's not shooken up really well enough. But usually you put you might want to thin it, some thinner, and that way when it does lay off, it kind of flattens itself and gets rid of the brush strokes. But for this, I'm happy with just getting it dark and black. Usually I would do bright gunmetal. I like that color. That kind of looks like sheet metal, which I like a lot. It's one of my favorite paint colors to do on some of these things. But for this, I'm just gonna go dark. I'm gonna go dark. And then we'll play with some of the other colors like for the seat and such to be stand out. Everything else, just black. And one way to kind of give those strokes is just keep kind of go over them, but you kind of lighten up as you go. And it spreads it out nice and neat. And maybe go with some of the grooves here. Let's see, what's going on in Sacramento? There is a Prairie City off-road race. I think it's mostly, I don't want to say side-by-sides, but I don't think the U4 guys, whatever guys are there. Um, but and I don't think I can make it. I think I'm coming back from the cabin that day. So plus I have some kind of shindig and Petaluma later on, which will be a lot of fun. I hope. I hope it. There's rumors. There's going to be some cool rock and roll people there that I can meet. I don't know if I'm going to perform, but if I can meet one of the gods of rock and roll, I'll be happy. There might actually be two. And we're talking 60s, 70s folks. Life is an opportunity. Let's get stupid. See, these are disposable brushes, mostly for mixing. But I thought they'd probably be perfect for this. Dark like my humor. You could go darker. I've been thinking about Jesse lately because that guy has some good dark humor. Hope he's doing well. I didn't want to bug him. Well, I'll probably just say hi. I think I see him pipe in on the Facebook Banquish pages. I think. Not that I go there too much. Shout out to Dan. Just got news today that my H10 origin, could be in Blaine, Washington today. And ready to enter Great White North soon. Canada, for those who don't know, Mike Myers, History on TV. Congratulations. I am still on the fence. I am on the fence. And part of me says, screw it, just get it. Right? But then another part of me is like, you have a Jeep and you want Jeep parts. I've been buying mostly Jeep stuff lately for the full size, for the Gladiator. So Moosejaw I got gears, so now it's time for somebody to install them. That's not my forte. I could put on a bumper, I could put on sliders, inner fenders, but gears I am not going to even touch. But again, congratulations, RC. That's really cool. I have to get a new motorcycle before I get an immersion. Are you wanting a new motorcycle, or you need a new motorcycle? What'd you do to your old one? I know you had one. I think, right? Yeah, you always liked motorcycles. My mom recorded me at 3 years old, promising I would never own a motorcycle, and she still has it. So, you know, you gotta make the moms happy. That and she'll blackmail you. I have audio tape. It's amazing that cassette tape still works. I was like, really? And she has it right there, ready to put batteries in and push play. It's just ready to go. She will not. It's been like 54 years, and she still uses that against me. Oh, I do like, I don't know. I do like working on my Jeep, though, here and there. These things, it's just a big RC car, really. My bumper hasn't been shipped yet. I'm a little disappointed. But I was glad my gears did. I got, again, another Memorial Day sale. I got new gears for the diffs, front and back, and also diff covers. Why not? And at first I'm like, oh man, it's $1,200. Ooh, found a coupon code online. Got it down to low 900s, I think it was. And I said yes. And I wasn't sure it was going to go through because it looked like a code that somebody Yukon sponsors, you know, or is a brand ambassador, and it's their code. Somehow it got out in the open because it was like Rick's 20 or 15, whatever, I can't remember. And I thought, oh, they're gonna know I'm not Rick, right? Because my name's Joe. That kind of gives it away. But it went through, and it came fast. And they're out of Washington too. Forget where in Washington. So I got a deal on that. My mom banned me from motorcycles too. There must be a club of them, right? Club of moms that do that. My Deuce is still running, but it has 200K on it. Wow, time to pull it out to the weekends only. So you need a daily driver. See, there's a need. You have a need. All right, we're gonna be a little. Ooh, I gotta make sure I'm showing things here so it's somewhat riveting, right? So again, little brush strokes. Like I said, you have to do maybe 2 layers of this, or you let this dry and then add just another stroke of it. Let's see. That's about 195K more than the Pusa. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. My Gladiator, I think, is my last car. Unless I find some kind of road racer, I'm still interested in road racing. Fernley Raceway, which is a motorcycle, off-road motorcycle, right? Dirt bike racing, a road course, and a dirt oval. And then I think they just do other things there too that they can do. And they're putting money into it. And they're the dirt oval looks good, but they're also working on the road course. And I would just like to go out there and see how fast time myself around. I don't need to race against anybody. But then again, I have this wonderful sim racer. Maybe just should stick to that. And I wasn't quite sure. I was thinking of Miata first, but thinking, can I even fit in a Miata? Is that even possible? So maybe a Volvo. Just because, I mean, yeah, there was some influence from Matt, but I saw one on Marketplace. And I'm like, wait a minute, we could do that. So we gotta smudge that a little bit. We gotta get the in betweens. Not that anybody will notice. My dad watched Bob Ross. Why? Why? Why dad watch Bob Ross? Happy little brush strokes. Yeah, just take your time, have a beer, play some tunes, what have you. Shut the door, shut the world behind you for a while. It's always nice. And we'll just get there and we'll get some red. Ooh, that turned out pretty good. Wow. I didn't I didn't smudge it too much. A little bit on that one, but no one's gonna notice. But didn't turn out like Pablo. No, no. I'm not. I remember watching that on TV quite a bit though. PBS. I want to say in the afternoons. But I can't remember if it was during the week or weekends. Obviously, it depends on some places, but all right. So I got some stuff here that bumps up. So do I make that black too? Yeah, we'll just do that. And then that, but that's the seatbelt that comes through, so that's gonna be a different color. So the acrylic paint's sticking pretty good, especially after just a couple where first it feels like runny and it streaks through, and then obviously there's still some layer on there, and then you could just go right over it. And with that, it's giving. See, I don't really have any brush strokes there. I'm liking that. It's almost like a dry rubbing on there. Insert joke there if you want, Phoenix. There's your dark humor. And yeah, just keep at it. That's why people hire me because it takes time. And here's the thing. I mean, making fun, yeah, happy mistakes, but at the same time, you make a mistake and you could just paint over it. It might take a little bit more, but it's not time consuming. I get it. I get that. I'd rather be building. I want to build a kit, but then I get so in my A main, I had things ready to go. I'm like, I'm gonna buy some. But then I thought, okay, And this is where I came up with the idea of the videos of finish what you started. I think that's what we'll call it. I had my Tamiya that I still have to finish. I have a grasshopper to build. I have a sand scorcher to build for Mr. Gunnar Nissen. All right, Mr. Former Satisfied Jerky. Um, I have that Volkswagen bus, the one that Josh built live. I still have it. It's running, but I haven't mounted the body, and believe it or not, the body's not quite done. So I'm thinking, all right, am I gonna buy another Tamiya and just have others sit? So that's where I came with the idea of filming that. Just finish what you started and go from there. So I talked myself out of buying a kit. I saw that LJ printed body. I think Cult RC has that. I'm not sure that looks really good. I'm like, oh man, I should get a BS410 kit, and that would be good on that. And like, you got plenty of kits right now. So maybe we get closer to whoever's junk here. Sorry, I have to paint their junk. I don't know. When I get closer to actually finishing some stuff, then maybe I'll get a kit of some sort crawler. And the thing is, I even have something. I already have some crawlers that I want to finish, like that Cross RC on my last Moosejaw Hour. Um, God, what else? Oh yeah, I was gonna scratch build a Series 3 Land Rover body, flatbed with leaf springs. It's just waiting for me to get going on that. I'm like, how am I gonna do that? I'm gonna print out, a blueprint of the truck and then just cut off the stencil, or do I print out the body and then form, cut, make stencils for it? Because I want to challenge myself to build a body from scratch. And what easier body to pick than an ugly Series 3 old school Land Rover, right? And that is black. That's the seat right there. So yeah, we'll stop right there. So I'm not gonna paint the junk. No painting junk for you. All right, a little couple brush strokes to even it out here and there. Get those nooks and crannies down low, which is kind of okay because that's gonna create shade anyway. So when I try to go over seats, I think I'm gonna do red. Um, and I'll have to be careful. But then here's the thing: if my red overlaps the black, it's gonna be so easy to cover up with black. So that's the beauty of kind of painting dark first and going lighter, clean it up a little bit. So we're gonna just do a little cleanup here. And I don't think I have to clean. Well, I'll spray that black later. So on the other side, I don't like leaving it white. When we take pictures of our fancy trucks and you see contrasting colors underneath, especially white, and everything else is probably the body color. Even when it flips up, for some reason I just don't like it, and then I just paint it black. And I usually like just flat black, even when I'm done painting inside of Lexan, and make sure it's all coated and backed with silver, so that I will still go with black and black that all out. It just helps creating shade, illusion of being solid, I guess you would say. Nothing showing through, sunlight not showing through the body as well. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. All right, so this gear part looks a little spotchy. So it's a little thick. That's a little thick. Come on. It's not to go too thick there. So we gotta spread it out a little bit. And let it dry so far. We got plenty. There you go. I will do this right now. Why not? So like I said, all this under stuff I would do black. I don't want anything to see. I'll get the servo part so that I don't have to worry about spray going up and over. I just want to lay it flat like that and spray straight down on it. I guess I should get the comments. um, I think you're a little tall for an M5. Definitely too tall and wide. What are you saying there? I know it's true, but gee. Let's see. Um, I autocross and time trial a '86 Porsche. Fun, 94 turbo, 944 turbo. Great handling car, and once maintained, it's reliable. Whoa. See, that's all I want to do. There was a German guy that did it before Bob Ross, and that was a little more abrasive. You are painting wrong. You need to paint with passion. Is that what you're saying? Terrible mistakes. Not too much. That's Russian. That's my best impersonation, by the way. Maybe I do like Toto Wolff. I don't know. I can't. I'm not even gonna try it now. See now, she's so cautious to try a German accent. And some people might, what the hell are we watching? It's German impersonation hour with Moosejaw. Let's see. Uh, Too easy. Bob could whip up a good looking brush or tree. Oh, his trees. The tree's a little technique there. I learned that one from him and from drawing. I think I even took I used to draw a lot, not paint so much. But even with the trees, it's just, you know, I big little brush. Ruin your brushes. Buy more. All right, this is taking a little bit too long right here. Let's see, I just want to get this for the side so I don't feel tempted to take a spray can to it and accidentally spray the actual cab inside the cab, cockpit area, whatever you want to call it. I still need to finish my VS410 builder's kit. See? And I have that grasshopper for 3 years, and I think even the Sand Scorcher Gunner's been very patient, I have to say, about the Sand Scorcher. Even though I finally found a paint scheme, I'm like, okay. And then I'm gonna have to. I want to get that color. I want that get that creamy peach color. I guess that's what you would call it. And even the peachish orange color. I put that on my Instagram. I found this like there it is. There's the. And sometimes that's what takes me so long to paint other people's bodies, RC bodies, I should say. Um, just clarify that little tidbit. Because just trying to dream up some kind of special scheme, and that one came to me, and obviously it's been, it's original artwork and such, so it's not like I'm dreaming it up, but I might put a spin on it too. We'll see. Just something to get me where I need. I think that's it. We'll do this. I'll add one more little stroke here and so forth. The only thing I realized I don't know if I have, is they have this navigation GPS computer thing that goes on here, and I don't have the decal that goes with that. So I might have to draw a little map, or maybe I'll print out a map, color printer, and cut it to shape and put it in there. That's what. All for accuracy. Let's see. Um, Passed one of those Land Rovers today on the way to for lunch. They're ugly, but I do like them. I I think I like ugly vehicles. I mean, yeah, the Gladiator's not glamorous, and I think I said this before. It's like a P-47 Razorback Thunderbolt. Ugly. They call them bathtubs for a reason. Or like the IL-2 Sturmovik. That is one ugly airplane, right? Um, I don't know what else is what other car wise is. I don't know. Just maybe the Lloyd. There you go, the Lloyd. The Lloyd is hideous, but I like that. I like it so much. I bought one. I like the new Lloyd too. Mhm. You know what I should do is just troll Josh and paint one of those Lloyd twos and send it to him. Here you go. Put that on a Friday build and put on the VS410. I think that's the one thing he doesn't like is putting a Lloyd body on a VS410 just seems sacrilege. Seems just not the idea of performance. All right, we're just getting some little white spots here and there, and then we're good. So even with, yeah, you can see with even the shiny part there, I have this weird thing going on there. I don't know what that is. Let's see if we can brush that through a little bit. Let that dry. Obviously, it's pretty shiny now. Probably not a reason I've been also busy. I just sit on the couch and watch my hockey. And yes, the Edmonton Oilers versus the Florida Panthers again. But yeah, we're in the Stanley Cup again. Or I should say the Oilers are. So I'll play for them. See there. Seen him play there. It's pretty cool. I've seen the Stanley Cup there, too. The outdoor hockey game, 2003 Heritage Classic. I was there. It's cold as F. 24 minus 24 degrees. All right. So now it looks shinier, but once that dries, it should be flat and just fine. And if not, I'll keep doing this, spreading out those brush strokes as much as possible. Like I said, nobody's gonna notice too much. This is not something that's going to be entered in a concourse, right? Um, so I'm not too worried about it. And then, like I said, I got this. So I'm just gonna try to get those spread out those strokes. Go sideways now. And out. And then a little lighter. And see if that dries the way it should. There we go. All right. That should be nice and flat and black, especially after I'm done with everything else. And I spray TS, Tamiya TS, flat clear for the heck of it. And see if we can do this without spilling any. There we go. And that helps a lot. It kind of evens it out a little bit, even with that. And it's like an interior. It's supposed to look flat. It's not supposed to look glossy. That's what gets me with ready to runs. And they have drivers. They look like a GIMP night and they're all glossy. It's like, just take some time for somebody to spray a flat clear on it and maybe that'll be good. Or better, I should say. All right, so we're gonna close that on top of there, tight, let the gravity take care of everything else. Let's see. Who remembers Doc Tari series? I don't know that. I'll have to look that up. I'm gonna write that down. That's what I do. Doc Tari. There we go. I have a Volvo Duet. Would like to find a 110 scale version. It's in a review. Yeah. So I'm thinking that Doctari is probably pretty ugly too. Is that what I'm getting at? Doctari, one word. Series. Land Rover painted like a zebra. Oh, okay. I get that. Yeah. I don't know if our friend Ben. So anyway, well, let's talk about this first. So I'm gonna let that settle. I'm gonna leave most of the driving suit white. I might get some white and add a little hint of brown, just a hint, and a little yellow to get that kind of cream, that a true color, I guess you would say, that slightly off white color, and do that. Um, we'll put red on the shoulders. I like these little shoulder things that they have on the drivers. glove wise, white and maybe blue gloves. Maybe we'll go switch with blue, right? We'll do that. We'll put down the 2 red stripes. We're gonna make it look old school. And I think we're going with Dan. I think Dan won. I saw one Josh, but we're gonna put Dan the man in there too. He's good. So sorry guys, we're putting you guys away for now. Anybody need some heads? I got some. um, and then yeah, just some other things that we're gonna make this look snazzy. And then we'll put it in. I don't know if I'll get it done tonight. I'm gonna try. I want to do some sim racing though tonight. I don't know. I haven't done sim. I haven't even done sim racing. I probably lost my iRacing license. Oh man, have you ever seen me save anyone's feelings? No, but you'll talk to people. You're a nice guy. Can we see this through that? So yeah. Other than that, folks, we're a little bit past the hour-ish. Thank you for joining the Moosejaw Hour. Let's switch to the cam one. Where are you? Where are you? Oh yeah, there we go. Oof. Time for a haircut too. Oh, so oh, my economics students, we do this competition with the district, and they made a bet with me if they won the speech and debate. This one group said, if we win the speech and debate, what would you do? I'm like, I don't know. Give you a pat on the back at a gal, because it was gals. And he goes, no, if we win, we want you to color your hair pink. I go, if you win the speech and debate, fine. God damn it, they won. So I got the principal. They also wanted me to wear a pink cap and gown, but the principal said no on that. And I can only imagine the mayor's face when I walk in with a pink cap and gown, let alone this in a good old boy county, right? So this is going to be that Splat's hot pink. So I'll try to put it on the Instagram too, just for the heck of it. I don't mind doing it, Phoenix. It's only temporary, and then I might go back to this. Yeah, I look younger. God damn, I look younger. I'll do that. Just one pink hair. Eek. I think they would have my head. I don't know. I don't mind doing it. So yeah, that's gonna be 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. So we can't wait till all this is years good. Send these kids off to be adults. We'll tell them to play with tiny trucks and enjoy life and what have you. And then, like I said, we'll get this painted done. I hope tonight and put that in there, or maybe I'll just exchange one for tomorrow. I gotta. What time is it? Ooh, it's 9:48. Ooh, maybe I'll just take the. I'll take my optic as is, and I'll finish this later. I want to get some good photos though. We're going to this place called Potholes, which I think is near Silver Lake, off of Highway 88, and there's the Goon Squad, which I think are mostly. Well, I think they're Carson City, maybe Fallon. They're Western Nevada. I'm gonna see what time we're gonna meet there. Yeah, never forget the child in you. Oh, it's always there, RC. It's there. I'm 57 now, and I'm still here. I am. Good evening, RC Fabricator. I'm sorry, I'm just about to sign off, but thank you for joining, and you can rewind and watch me paint. Rant and rage. Um, So here's a question that before we leave. So we have the optic, we have the H10 origin, we have rumors of discontinuing the Phoenix body or the Fordyce body or both. So what RC body, now will it be licensed? And here's the thing, I don't know. Okay. Or will it be a Vanquish's take on a body? Put in the comments what style body you think they may produce next. Because I know they're working on the Origin and getting those out for you, the H10 Origins and everything and so forth. But they're not. I gotta think it's, gosh, I've been here 2 years now. 3 years, so I'm pretty sure they're dreaming something up. So what style body do you think Vanquish will push out next? If it was me, I'm thinking some kind of take on the CJ8, the Scrambler. That's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments before. Just put the kiddo to bed. Said you were live, right? Great way to spend Friday evening. Well, thank you, Copper. So, I don't know. I can't get, cause I really apologize. I wasn't here. It was a little brain draining. This is the end of the year when we have some chaos. Luckily, not like Reno. If you saw Reno, Nevada's chaos a couple days ago, but we're trying to avoid the chaos as much as possible. And I'm going to scare him to death. I just mentioned, hey, the new sheriff? He's old school, and that kind of does it. But they're good. They're good. Again, good class of 2025. I'm very happy. I'm looking forward to enjoying that celebratory cigar I have waiting. Thank you for the bad habit, Phoenix. I have a new fresh bottle of um, whiskey waiting for me, some California Republic one. Actually looks pretty good. And just take a deep breath and enjoy my summer with my tiny trucks and whatever else I want to do this summer. You can hear it in my voice. I'm tired. I am really tired. But we'll get there. We still got 2 weeks to go. So keep your fingers crossed that we don't get in trouble. But all right, folks, thanks for joining the Moosejaw RC Hour. Please hit that like and subscribe. And I will try to make better notifications. What I'm thinking is with the Moosejaw RC Hour, it might be sporadic. But I'll put up a 2 hour notice, maybe. I think 2 hours good on my Instagram and even notice on the YouTube to let everybody know. So we get more people on Fridays. Granted, if I see our friend Josh doing a Friday, then I'm not showing up. All right, that's his time. I saw it first. He wasn't there, so I said, "Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going online." So, but we'll see. We're going to do that. More than anything, I want to make videos. I got a video coming out about the reefs shots. All right, I'm going to edit that this weekend and get that out there by Monday. And then the new kind of series, finish what you started. I think should we call it that or finish it already? One of the two. We'll see about that. Just where I take a car and I finish it. I take one of my RC adventures and investment and finish it and get it all perfect. Well, I don't know about perfect, but at least running. So, hey, folks, have a great evening. International Order of Chaos. Yeah, chaos. Nietzsche says, out of order comes chaos, right? Or out of chaos comes order. It's been so long since I've seen Blazing Saddles. Think I'll do that now. Thanks for the show time, folks. And we'll see you when we see you. Cheeseburgers and fries. And let's get demonetized. They don't like my outro. So let's go for it.